Hello again, friends, and happy March. Today I have a quick time-lapse video for you, and I don't usually voice over these shorter videos, but I just love how this piece turned out, so I wanted to talk about it. This is the first prompt from the 2023 Bloom and Grow Challenge I'm participating in on Instagram, and when I decided to do this challenge, I set some goals for myself. One was to practice more styles of lettering that I've admired for a while but haven't tried out for myself yet. To make sure I do this, I created a mood board in Canva with a ton of examples from lettering artists that inspire me. I knew I wanted a lot of florals and foliage in these pieces, so I pulled some examples from artists that I think do this really well, like Gia Graham. Honestly, I think most of the mood board is Gia Graham. I also wanted to focus on creating artwork that would do well as art prints or stickers, so I'm keeping that in mind when I start each piece. As you just saw, I tried a few different options for these letters, but ultimately landed on a decorative serif design. Here I'm going in and refining the serifs. I decided to try a deep 3D effect on these letters. I usually do pretty minimal depth on 3D letters, but I wanted to give myself more room to emphasize the decorative serifs when I got to the shading stage. I used the drawing assist feature at an angle to make sure my angles were consistent. Initially, I couldn't decide what I wanted to do with the decoration around the letters, and I asked for help in my Instagram stories a couple times, but I ended up going with daisies in the end. Truthfully, I was running out of time, and daisies were the easiest option, but I think they were the right choice in the end. It's so fun to create something that both challenges you and, in the end, surprises you. I feel like this looks a lot different from the work I've made before, but it's still basically in my style. It's like I'm just watching my own style and skills evolve, and I just love when I can see that happening. Adding details and texture is always my favorite part. I used the freehand selection tool a lot, especially on the letters, to separate the different sections. For shadows, I used a clipping mask set to the multiply blend mode, and for highlights, I used a separate clipping mask set to the overlay blend mode. The texture brush I'm using is from the Trash Type Brush Pack by Ian Barnard, which is just my go-to texture pack at this point. This piece took me a total of 6 hours and 10 minutes over the span of a few days, which is a lot more time than I usually put into my lettering. I'm excited for the rest of this challenge and for spring to finally feel like spring here and not like the Wizard of Oz with all these tornadoes. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. If you liked this video, please give it a like, leave a comment down below with your favorite thing about spring, and subscribe if you haven't already. And whatever you get up to today, no matter the weather, always bring your own sunshine. Bye.